Chapter 7, Spill the Beans, Part 2. Another cloud floats past me, except this cloud is bright pink. I look up into the blue sky and there's an orange cloud. I look to my left and, oh wow, the clouds up here are every color of the rainbow. Apple green, every shade of blue, bright red and lemon yellow, and now a purple one floats by. Hey guys, Jonah calls down. The clouds are all different colors. I see, I say, as a striped red and white cloud moves past the beanstalk. Another cloud has black and white polka dots. Awesome, Jack says. I've never seen anything like this before. I get to the top and gasp. The clouds up here are not only all different colors, but some are in the shape of animals. There's a cat and a giraffe and even a llama. As the cloud animals float by us, a castle appears up ahead. It rests on a giant white cloud, and unless I'm seeing things, the castle is made out of clouds. Fluffy, puffy, cream-colored clouds instead of stone or whatever else castles are normally made out of. Now notice, I picked my background before reading what the clouds in the castle looked like, so next time I should read to figure out what it looks like before putting a background. It's a small castle as far as castles go, but incredibly tall. It must be at least 100 feet high. It's definitely a castle for giants. Wow, Jack says, staring at it. There really is a castle, and it's enormous. There's a reason for that, I say. A good reason, Jonah says. Giants live here. Come on, Jack says. There's no such thing. Sure, I've heard people tell stories about giants, but everyone knows they're just make-believe. Actually, they're not, I say. A giant really does live here. 2, actually. I'll believe it when I see it, Jack says as a blue and green striped cloud floats past him. Boy, is he going to be surprised. For a few seconds, we all just stare at the puffy, wispy, yet sturdy-looking cloud castle in awe. How is it even standing? Just in case there is a giant, Jack says, I'd better think of a plan about getting into the castle. Give me a few seconds. Sure, Jonah says, beaming at him. I bet your plan will be amazing. I cross my arms over my chest. I've already got a plan, I say. You do? Jack asks. Yes, I was thinking of one the whole way up, when I wasn't worried about falling and turning into Abby mush on the ground. Maybe we should hear Jack's plan first, Jonah says. He hasn't even thought of one, I say with an edge. I'd like to hear Abby's idea, Jack says. Right answer, kid. Yeah, me too, Jonah says, smiling at Jack. I give Jonah the side eye. Okay, guys, I say, here's what should happen. If we knock on the door, the giant's wife will probably answer. The giant has a wife? Jack asks, looking at us in shock. Yes, I say. I don't know her name, but she's supposed to be nice. A nice giant is a good thing, Jonah adds with a nod. Very true. But whatever you do, I caution, do not let her husband see you. In fact, if the husband answers the door, run. When the wife goes into another room, we'll each take something and run out, like the coins or the harp or the goose. Wait, Jack says, we're stealing from a nice giant lady? When he puts it that way, I kind of realize that is exactly what we're about to do. Here's the thing, I tell Jack. The giant's wife may be nice, but the giant, not so nice. He's the opposite of nice. Ah, got it, Jack says. So, if we take a bag of gold coins, I say, we're really just taking what he stole from someone else. That's what I heard anyway. It's true. Makes sense to me, Jack says. And the most important thing is getting 5 points to pay back that traitor for your dog. He's exactly right. And how amazing is it that even though he's about to get really rich, he's still thinking about Prince. So amazing. You're so right, Jack, Jonah says. The most important thing is getting Prince back. Even though I just thought the same thing, I roll my eyes. I hate that I'm feeling kind of jealous. My brother is treating Jack the way he used to treat me, like the one who knows everything. I like being the one who knows everything, but Jack does know a lot of stuff too. Is it possible to like someone and also feel jealous of them at the same time? This is so confusing. Then let's go, Jack says, marching up the cloud walkway between the beanstalk and the castle. The walkway is not exactly what I'm used to. It's made out of fluffy green clouds that look like grass and is lined with cloud flowers of every color. Finally, we make it to the front door of the castle. It's arched and made out of blue clouds that look like marshmallows stuck together. I reach out a hand to touch the door to see if it'll feel like cotton or marshmallows, but the door feels like wood. Strange. I knock on the door. It barely makes a sound. Guys, help me, I say to Jonah and Jack. We have to be loud. We all hit the door again and again. Finally, the door opens. I see a pair of shoes at my eye level. They're not made of clouds. They're just normal shoes. Purple velvet slippers, actually. We all look up. Way up. Way, way, way up. The giant's wife is standing there. She's at least 50 feet tall. She's wearing a long silver skirt and a multicolored sweater. As far as I can tell, her clothes aren't made out of clouds. She has a long gray braid down one shoulder, brown skin, round eyes, and big... Let me try this again. As far as I can tell, her clothes aren't made out of clouds. She has a long gray braid down one shoulder, brown skin, round cheeks, and big brown eyes. Well, hello down there, she says. Lovely day, isn't it? Yes, I say. For once it's not all misty and drizzly. We're above the clouds, the giant's wife says. The weather changes moment to moment. I'm Philippa. I'm Abby, and this is my brother Jonah, and that's our friend Jack. I curtsy. It seems like the right thing to do. Wow, you really are a giant, Jack says. He curtsies too. Philippa beams. There aren't many of us, she explains. Just 100 left across giant domes in the skies, but yes, we do exist. Wow, Jack says again. Jonah curtsies like Jack did. Aren't you darling? Philippa exclaims, her enormous hand coming down toward Jonah's head. My brother's eyes widen. Uh-oh. Thankfully, Philippa gives him a very gentle pat with her pinky. Phew! She smiles at all of us. I thought I was gonna be a pancake, Jonah whispers to me. I'm glad you're not, I whisper back. Well, come in, all three of you, she says. I love having company since my husband sleeps half the day away. But be quiet. You don't want to wake a sleeping giant. No, we don't. She pulls the door open wide. We walk into the hallway and follow Philippa into the kitchen. Nothing inside the castle seems to be made of clouds. There's a wooden table the size of our school soccer field, and the chairs are like 10 couches put together. I just made some vanilla scones if you're hungry, Philippa says. I'd love a scone, I say, because I would, and we need to buy some time. While Philippa is getting the scones, we can look for the bags of gold coins. I wonder if we'll see the goose that lays the golden eggs and the magic heart. Oh, where are my manners? Philippa says. You probably want to sit down for a bit. My husband is in the process of building a dollhouse for his little niece in another giant den. I'll just go get the kitchen set from that. The tables and chairs will be just the right size for you three. Stay put, dears. Back in a jiff. She leaves the room, the thudding of her feet booming in our ears. Wow, she's super nice, I say. Very, Jonah agrees. And the giant is building a dollhouse for his niece? How sweet. I sure would love a scone, Jack says, rubbing his stomach. My mom likes to bake, but we never have enough flour or eggs for biscuits or cakes. That's sure going to change. Which reminds me, we need to look for the coins while Philippa is out of the room and the giant is sleeping. Do you see a big bag that might be full of coins anywhere? I ask, looking all around the kitchen. The problem is that I can barely see on top of anything. We're teensy in the giant's house. Jack climbs one of the chair legs and hangs onto the side like a pirate on a ship. He looks around. I don't see any bags. Maybe they keep the gold coins in the living room, I suggest. Quick, let's look. But before I can even turn around, I hear a really weird sound, a sniffing sound, like someone is smelling the air. Sniff, sniff, sniff. I look at Jonah and Jack. Thud, 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 thud. Oh no. What's that noise? Jonah asks, covering his ears. I've never even heard thunder that loud, Jack says. Thud, thud, thud. It sounds like Philippa's heavy footsteps, only much, much louder. What could it be? Thud, thud, thud. The sound is coming closer. Fee, fi, fo, fum, booms a very loud man's voice. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Crumbs. I guess we woke the sleeping giant.